Igama lami nguStella wakasithole. I'm 27 years old. I was a street beggar. They removed me from the street and then they take me to a better place.
Charity begins at home but should not stay there, said Phillips Brooks. With a lot of impoverished communities like Diepsloot, Candace and Sesha took their charity out to the streets to help the burdened women and children. They take us through their organization, Project Brave.
My passion for this came while I was studying. I'm a counselling psychologist and I studied at WITS a community-based counselling degree where we had to actually come up with ideas of community projects of how could we help people. And actually during my honours year I came up with the basis for this project, and at that stage it was just an idea, as I went through my training and qualified and discussed things with Candace, we were able to look at it that this could become a reality.
Candace says she's always been passionate about people.
When I was at school, we had to do community service, and so I decided to go and do community service in the CBD of Johannesburg and went into ECD centres there. And I was shocked by what I saw in terms of the schooling that was happening there. And so I decided that I wanted to be a teacher at the time. So I thought, well, let me try and be part of the solution to see what I can do in terms of our education system. So I studied at WITS as well. I did a Bachelor of Education there. And then also part of our community service in varsity was having to go into communities and try and help them. So also did some work in Alex in the township there and helped with certain schools. And I also saw the need for good education as well. Whilst I was doing that, I also started to notice the child beggars, and my heart just completely broke for it.
Once they saw the need and came up with a solution, they got to know each beggar's story.
A lot of the time we have a tendency to just give that $5 or give something out, and whilst that's done with a really good heart, it's actually encouraging people to stay on the streets because they actually see it as a job. When we first meet people, you ask them what their job is and they say, no, this is my job, I'm sitting here, I'm earning a salary every day, and we're shocked by what someone can earn on the street.
The birth of Project Brave pushed the two sisters to think outside the box.
We started in 2017. We officially registered as a non-profit company, and it all began because we were extremely burdened by the number of women and children found at traffic lights, the women and children who are just generally marginalized and are either living or working on the streets of South Africa.
They drafted a viable program, and with the vision written down, manifestation began.
Stella was begging on the corner of, I think it's by Bryanston, Main Road and William Nicol, that intersection. And we passed her a few times, and there was just something about her when we passed her. We just spoke to her through the window, and then Sasha and I both decided we actually need to find out this lady's story.
Hlangana kwami no Candace no Sasha bangithole Bryanston. I was a street beggar. Next following day they came back and then they said to me, okay, you can say your situation. Then I tried to explain my situation to them, why I'm being a street beggar. And then they've asked me, do you have qualifications? Then I said yes. Then they said, which qualifications do you have? Then I said, I have matric, I have security, I have ECD.
Stella told her story only to change it and strengthen her family.
And the thing that made me to have a big strength, it's my sister. She stays at Pretoria. She was like an encouragement to me. She was used to say, okay, study, study, study. Then I said, yeah, I'll focus on my studies, don't worry, I won't delay, I won't let you down. Then I studied, finished my grade 12 by 2011. I've passed so very well. And then I went to do my ECD course, which was for 6 months. I've also done very well there because I was doing practical and I was a team leader. And then I decided with my money that I paid at the same time, I should do something better. Then I've done security, ECD. And then when I was done with my security, then God said, okay, there is the job now for you. I couldn't go to finish my SERA because I was supposed to go and do my SERA card.
Project Brave doesn't only help, but also empowers women and children with a hope for a better future.
So the first step that we did was we actually just identified someone that we had continued to drive past, and what we did is we went to McDonald's, we bought them lunch, and all we did was find out their story. Why are they there? What is the reason that they got there? How bad is their situation? And that's actually how we developed the first stage of our program. Is we decided that before we are able to help someone, we actually need to find out their why.
Amazed by what a good and willing heart can do, the two sisters have created a movement through their passion.
We're not here to give handouts, we're here to give a hand up. We really focus on ensuring that the program is uplift a woman and you will uplift a family and you will uplift an entire community.
Project Brave, together with Stella's hard work, are changing the face of giving step by step.